All right, man, let's get into it. The Promised Neverland, son. Honestly, didn't think I'd be able to read this anytime soon. So, that's the thing though. It's almost been 2 weeks since I did the reaction to chapter 1. It's no longer even as fresh in my mind. So before I even start, I'm just gonna skim through it again to remind myself of everything. I remember the main points. But aside from that, everything's kind of drifted out of my mind. As far as how long we're gonna go with this first catch-up stream, if you will, I don't foresee us doing too many of these, but it's probably gonna be at least 3 or 4. Simply because, and while I'm talking, I'm actually just going through this chapter real quick. But simply because, damn, it's too hard for me to multitask on this. Let me refresh I should have done this before, man. I should have done this before. That's pretty much all I needed from that. Remember all this, the scores, the cunning. Forgot about that flashback. Dude, Norman is too real for you, Emma. Norman is far too real. Far too real, but the truth is Ray. Okay. Bro, okay, I have to stop right here. I have to stop right here. I can't even look at this. I can't even look at this, dude. Connie was so much love. It's not fair. It's not right. So then the whole thing was, fuck, I'm skipping that. And these twisted demonic creatures. Bro, I'm sorry. I forgot how twisted this was. And that's the thing, too. It's going to get far worse. All right. We're good. We're going to get into chapter 2. But anyway, I was going to say, since I'm going to be doing Kobayashi in an hour from now, I doubt we're going to get through too many chapters, simply because on average, when I do a live reaction to a chapter, it's at least bare minimum 15 minutes. So I can only see us getting through 4 or 5 chapters at most with this, but we're going to dive into it. I just woke up, so forgive me if I'm sluggish and shit. And we're going to get into this. Smash that like button if you're hyped for the catch up. And I'm going to start right now. Chapter 2. The truth is always cruel. Bro. See, I can't even fault them for this if this is in fact a dream. Seeing Connie on that full platter spread with the glasses of wine and shit. This is fucked up, man. The truth of reality. This is a farm. God, man. It's only gonna get fucking worse. I can't be too attached to anything. The real question right now is who's going to prevail as my overall best boy, Ray or Norman. I could see either running away with it, but from what I've heard, Ray is the truth. Yo, this is a dope cover. This is the first time I'm seeing the name of the mangaka. Shida and Demisu. Yeah, that's a dope cover page. Despair is always unexpected. We are livestock to be eaten by demons. We'll be killed. No, we're gonna run. We won't let anyone get killed. Dude, all the innocent children, unaware. Good morning. Hey, Phil, stop running. Did this go here? Yes, please. Mark, please place the dishes. Okay, mama. The question, too, is if they're going to be able to maintain their composure and not let on that they know the truth in front of mama, though. I know Norman could do it, but Emma was shook. A usual morning, as if it was all but a dream. Good morning. You see, look at that happy ass smile and shit. Good man. Good man. But it wasn't. Good morning, Norman. All right, good. She's playing along. Listen, Emma, we have to act as if we saw nothing. Tonight we broke the rules and went to the gate, but we'll pretend as if we didn't see anything. But little Bernie, fuck that shit. They don't know who it was, though. Yeah, Mom will be suspicious when she finds him, but that alone won't reveal who did it. The things we did, the things we found out, the things we plan to do. We have to keep all of it a secret at all costs. Bro, Norman is my son, man. Thanks for the food. Don't let your emotions show. Mama will notice. I don't want to see him break either. For now, we won't tell anyone yet. Just the two of us will find. Dude, you know Ray is too perceptive for that bullshit to go over his head. Far too perceptive. A way to get out of here. The question is, saving the rest of the children. It's much easier for you two to prioritize escape than it is to save everybody. Did you sleep at all? Yeah, but I woke up earlier than usual. This morning I noticed something for the first time. This house has latticed windows. The screen attachment points can't be reached from the inside, and on top of that, the screw heads have been stripped. Oh, you just realized that you're living in a fucking cage. Great, brilliant. That place, exactly. That place is a cage. Small signs here and there carefully hidden within our daily lives. Tasty feed that never fails to Yo, this is such a twisted metaphor, man. The snow white uniforms that get easily dirtied and our rigorously structured lives. You gotta preserve and build that flavor. They're all to preserve the quality of us goods. But the tests, if we're livestock, we shouldn't need to be educated. In fact, educating us should seem almost dangerous to those demons. 6 years old again, just the unusual. It's more likely prepare the three with the full scores. And if the age and score have something to do with the rank of the meat, man, I gotta hand it to you, Emma. Especially since they're so young, they really are quite prodigious. I'm not gonna lie. Like, even Emma, you can see the potential in for sure. Why? It's not like getting good scores would make our meat taste any better. I don't know. We barely know anything. You know how those twisted demon taste buds actually work, though? The house, our world, the existence of demons. Since when? We thought we knew it all, but in reality, we know nothing. See, that's the thing too. If they've shaped your perception of the world and the whole construction of it since your births, you don't really know what the outside is truly like either. Might not lead to anything. Might be a broad scoping issue. You don't even know what population size is like, and if there's multiple of these breeding farms for feed. Does the outside world look like right now? Bro, Norman is my boy. This man is asking all the right questions right now. If you think about it, it's also strange that we're in the middle of the 21st century, but there's not a single TV set or radio to be seen in the house. The inside of this cage is a manufactured anachronism. What we know is this prepared world is a miniature garden put together by those demons. The real world, the outside, is something we know nothing about. And I feel like you have to get that within your scope before you actually attempt anything dire. We have to find out more, and we have to run away. Right now, before Mama can, we must. Should make our move. We need to determine what we know. Let's see. So before Connie, Hal left. Before Hal, CD left. Based on the dates that those three were taken, we can assume the next shipment will be in 2 months at the earliest. That's the amount of time we have to find a way for all of us to escape this place. I still don't think that's enough time to... I'm going to put my faith in Norman, dude. I think you guys should rope Ray into the equation right now. If I were to draw a simple diagram, then the house would be in the middle. the gate over there, and then finally the forest surrounding us. The first question is, what exit we'll use? Do we aim for the gate or the forest? It has to be the forest. The gate is closed outside of shipping hours. Yeah, and when it's open, the demons will be there again. The next question is when. Yo, I love that panel. It's a dope construction. Like, I do love this style. I'm not going to lie to you. I can't wait to see it refine itself, too, because like I remember saying in chapter 1, even in its simplicity, it does quite a lot, especially with the paneling and the setup. It'll either have to be while Mama is gone during the night of a shipment, or when we're allowed to play freely outside during daytime playtime. Actually, I would go with the day mission, dude. The night of the shipment is out of the question. We'd end up having to sacrifice someone. Bro, look at that cold stare on in Norman's face as he says that. I mean, Emma has it too. I guess it's just a stylistic choice, because then you see the color come back into his eyes a little bit there. Another worry of mine is that young ones won't be able to stay up long enough during the night. True. Plus, you probably want to shield them. Recon is by far what they need to do most. I'm not going to lie. That said, as it will escape through the forest during the day. I think the day mission is where it's at. Whether or not that'll be possible depends on what is beyond this forest. Let's go. I want to check it out. Mama, when he said those words, Norman, when he said those words, his hands were shaking. What do you expect of the man, dude? There's only so much composure a young child can have, even when he is this fucking godly. He's far from being all right. Plus, it would just unsettle you even more. You're far more volatile of all of them. It's no wonder, really, to us, Mama was the only mother we had. Terrified. We struggled to keep a poker face this morning, but it seems like Mama has been pulling it off for years. Which is one of the most twisted parts about everything, I'm not going to lie to you. This morning was nothing different. That was simply a warm smile. There was simply a warm smile on her face. Just how many kids has that smile led to their deaths? Mama is an enemy, a cold subordinate of those evil demons. But then why? Just why would you be so kind and gentle to us, Mama? Oh, there's no scaling that. There's no scaling that wall. How is it? Can you see anything from up there? I think, and that last panel in that line, that kind of inquest into Mama's character is actually really interesting to me. I'm already starting to think of some theories. I did last week too, but I need a little bit of a broader picture before I get into them. How is it? Can you see anything up there? Nothing. Just that this wall is about 2 to 3 meters wide. It's super tall. There's nobody on the lookout, though. There wouldn't be. Nobody expects you guys to be able to scale that. And on the other side is quiet. Emma, what do you think? It's strong and sturdy. Leave alone any irregularities. There aren't even any seams. Leave alone any irregularities. There aren't even any seams in its surface, and it's smooth. You typically wouldn't be able to climb something like this, dude. I guarantee you this is one of those days where I can't fucking read. Happens from time to time. At least that's what they were probably thinking when they built it. But if it's you and me, I'm sure we can climb up this wall if we just had a single rope. And what are you gonna latch it onto? That's the question. It doesn't work like that. You need a grappling hook. Definitely. The problem now is how we'll get everyone to come with us. Mama is the only one watching over us all. There are no signs of any demons being in the surrounding area. Are you serious? She's the only one? Nah, that can't be true. Is it really that simple? No, but knowing that this place appears to just be a peaceful orphanage, it wouldn't be strange to assume that none of the kids here would ever notice its true purpose. Could it be that this farm was constructed on the assumption that nobody would even try to escape from it? Anyhow, what's keeping us in is just one strong, tall wall. All right. We'll be able to get over this wall as long as we have a rope. Next up is finding the rope. It's not impossible. We can escape with everyone. Oh no, we did that optimism though. See, if only Ray were here to tell you that it's somewhat unrealistic. We have to go back. Is everyone here? It seems like 2 of us are missing. Oh, she smoked them out already. Barely made it. We made it just in time. We're missing not. Mark, did something happen? What do? I got separated from Nala in the forest. I looked all over the place, but I couldn't find her. The sun's about to set. It'll be pitch dark soon. Don't worry. Everybody stay put. Do you hear me? Dude, Nyla's done. Never mind. Dude, what's with that finesse and that speed? She even find her. Seems like she got a little tired and fell asleep. Not a single scratch to be seen. Thank heavens. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Nyla. That's what I'm saying. Yo, I'm done. Norman is a lord. At the very least, he's my son. There hasn't been a single thought that I've had during this chapter that Norman didn't echo or say before me. It's almost as if Mama knew exactly where Nyla was. Now that I think about it, Mama has always been good at finding us. That's because she's one of them, dude. That's probably part of her sense of smell. Her entire perception is probably different. No matter where we hid, she either that or she has surveillance on deck, which means you guys have already been fucked. She nearly instantaneously located us. Found you. That thing isn't a watch. It's a transmitter. So you got tracking placed inside. Yo. Done. There might be one embedded somewhere inside each of our bodies. If so, then once we escape, no, the moment she finds out about our plan, it's game over. To top it all off, she showed us that watch on purpose so we'd catch a hint. Mom already knows. She knows that someone other than Connie brought little Bernie over there. Of course she does. No matter who you might be, you won't escape. Mama is probably trying to tell us just that, dude. That grin in that final panel, though. The woman that has always been by their side. She is their beloved mother and also their reaper, bro. As far as like an arc 1 antagonistic figure, Mama is the truth. A declaration of war. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's get into chapter. There's already some things coming to mind right now. But let's get straight into chapter 3. I just want to breeze through these. If anything, I'll have a separate discussion in between read-through streams where we kind of talk about things, because at least for now, legit only have like 50 minutes before I got to do Kobayashi. Somewhere deep inside of me, I believe that Mama was just like us. A human, someone that loves us children. Declaration of war. We can no longer go back to those days. Now, our beloved mother feels so far away. Mama was never kind. It's all an act to feed us to the demons. She's neither our mother nor a human. See, that's what I'm saying too, though, Norman. She's a demon, an enemy. I'm surprised that Ray hasn't seen any sort of discrepancy in their persona at this point. 0 eternal children. Stand up for yourselves. Survive. Bro, these cover pages are sick, man. Cover from last chapter was amazing, but even this, dancing in the palm of her hand. See, I love that paneling. We only have 2 months. We have to find a way to escape with everyone by then. A transmitter. I never thought she would go that far, but that seems like common sense from their perspective. What you mean go that far? There's just insurance. The human meat from this farm. Top of the line stuff. Yo, Norman, please stop slaying me, my boy. We are top of the line stuff. Enough for them to go to such lengths. It would seem you guys are luxury items. They're trying to keep the purity. That means, yo, I'm telling you, there has to be a broad scoping market in general. Yeah, Mama is dope as fuck, man. I mean, I've only seen this one color page so far, but I'm looking forward to more. The key to our value is our age and our scores. Another 6-year-old, just the usual. Extrapolating from what the demon said, we can assume that our age most likely determines the meat's rank. If I recall correctly, all those who were shipped off were between 6 and 12. And if 6 years old is the usual, then the top of the line must be that top. They're just waiting to turn you into the most prime delicacy. At least that means broad scale. Even outside this operation, they probably won't sacrifice if you're caught. And you have the window of 2 years, unless they rush the issue. I mean, at this point, you're probably already quite refined for their taste. 12 years old. Then what about our scores? I'm not as amazing as you guys. It's the shipping order. We won't told our scores unless we got a perfect score. That's why we never noticed properly. Probably. Prepare the 3 with full score for their imminent plucking. Once we turn 6, we get harvested in sending order of our scores. And once we turn 12 years old, we get shipped regardless of our score. So basically, our shipment got postponed because of our perfect scores. I still don't get it though. Why rank us by score? And is there any meaning behind the 6 to 12 age window? Is that right, man? I mean, again, the score thing, the only thing I can think of is that the intelligence factor determines the brain meat, which is probably some sort of sick delicacy. The size of our body, that can't be. They'd care more about body weight in that case. The size of there you go, man. I wouldn't have put it on size. I would have put it on like, I mean, I guess it does. As you have more synapses connecting, the more nerves firing, the amount of gray and white matter that you have increases. So, but not by much. It's just density rather than actual size. It's the brain. Oh no, man. I need some ray shine because right now the synergy with me and Norman is too real. Way too real. It's said that the human brain is developed for 90% by the age of 6. Others also hold that by 12 it's completely developed. They're after our brains. That means the brain must be the most delicious, and a well-developed brain even more so. The only logical conclusion. Eat our brain. Why do you sound so shocked by that, Emma? Like, did you see those things? For that goal, they'd risk so much and spend even more. That's why we're top of the line stuff. First comes the rope. Let's go back to the house and look for it. I actually have an idea of where we might find some. Wait, there's already a transmitter on us. There might be more. Like cameras or bugs. Thank you, Emma. I was thinking there'd be at least... I mean, that's the thing, though. They would have noticed any overt camera surveillance by this point. I think bugs are probably easier, but even less likely. You don't have to worry about that. Later last night, I went to check the house out. There was nothing like that anywhere. I trust your survey of the situation, my boy. I mean, we need to find out how tight the security is, first of all, if we want to escape. No hesitation, just what you'd expect of Norman. Exactly. Fucking yeah, I swear to God, man, if Norman goes out early, I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna fucking go crazy. And if he breaks, that's also gonna fuck with me. Those are the two consequences that can't have happening. We would have thought that we were the ones bugged and not the house. I was careless. Oh, who would have thought? Mom might have already found out that we went to the wall. I'm sure she did, but just based off of that is pure speculation. I doubt she can make a firm conclusion either way. Assuming that last night she didn't realize that we were there, it would mean that she doesn't know where we are at all times. She only knows where we are after checking her watch. If the transmitter signal could identify us, then Mama would know if she checked last night on the way back or during lunch break. So there's no concrete signal then. The only reason she knew is because she was the only one separated from the group at the time. Be busted that we went, that we know, that we're going to escape. But that's not the case. At least I don't believe it is. I don't believe she knows specifically which 2 of us children were there. Otherwise, she wouldn't have made such a roundabout show of warning us. She would have just threatened both of us directly. So, hey Norman, can you help a second? Sure, okay. There's something wrong with the clock in our room. You have to oil this part. I love this panel too. It's a dope perspective. So right now we really have to act like nothing happened. Just stop saying her name. Just stop saying her name. It's hurting me. Emma, it's all gonna be okay. We can do this. First, we have to find some rope. Yo! Those fucking eyes. Yo, mama is too real, dude. Mama is fucking amazing. I'm done. Oh my god. And that reaction, the art in that panel, dude. Emma. I might need the shades at certain points during this. This shit is about to go hard. What's wrong, Emma? You're looking pale. Now that I think about it, this morning you weren't in your usual good spirits. No, why? Did she figure us out? The more you get in your head about it, Emma, the worse it's gonna be. Be your normal Genki self. Is this a threat? Did she see us? No. She's examining my reaction. So this is who Mama really is. Dude, she's so fucking cold. It's amazing. Emma, I love you. Everything's going to be okay, Emma. I believed in you. I genuinely believed that you loved me. Right from the dude, these Mama panels are amazing. I can already see slight shows. I mean, realistically, I wouldn't even go as far as to call it like a Sakuga effect in manga, but realistically, the shift to the expressiveness in certain panels mirrors that 100%. This man refines his style is gonna be fucking beautiful. Right from the beginning, we were just goods for Mama. I'm scared. I want to cry. Mortifying. I want to scream. So sad. It's nothing. Don't retreat. If I do, Mama will attack. Just thinking that I'd soon leave the house, and if I lose here, everyone will die. I'm gonna miss you. Do you like the house? Of course, I love the house, and I love you, dude. Emma, I'm flawless performance, I'm not gonna lie. I still think Mama's perception is quite keen. She still suspects regardless, but you've abated it for the time being. There's really nothing she can act off. I wonder what Connie is up to now. You know, she said she wanted to become a great mother, just like you when she grows up. Trying to bait any sort of reaction from her. It's actually, I don't know if that was a good or poor move, to be honest with you. Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to that. I'm sure she'll become a fine adult and a great mother as well. She knows, yet she acts like nothing has happened, unwavering and determined. It's almost like she's in a, yo, that panel, dude. Mama is too fucking real. Smile is twisted. Yo, I honestly, I wasn't expecting to find the birth of a masterclass feed in this series, but we might just have one on the horizon. Get a hold of yourself. Laugh. Put on a normal face. Say something, just like always. Laugh. Ray, my boy, I've missed you, dude. Let's see what you have to offer me right now. Oh, I think the chapter is almost over. It was a good save, though, and you know damn well it was intentional. It's dinner time. I got everything ready, Mama. Ray. See, look at that. He definitely had Norman in his gaze, too. We'll get there right away. Emma, let's go. Thank God we're safe. Did you two go to the gate yesterday? I think it would have been best to admit to that, though. Either way, they're kind of fucked. Realistically. I guess knee-jerk response. If she can't tell specifically who did it, it's fine. No, we didn't. I mean, those are the rules, right? We were so into our game of tag yesterday. Yeah, and nobody could catch you. Why are you asking? No reason. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry. I'm so exhausted that I suddenly It's like my heart only started beating right now. I guess she pushed herself too far. Can you stand? Yeah. She's checking us out. She knows that her target is 2 people, but she doesn't yet know who they are. The transmitter signals can't identify us, so let's start looking for it. Let's dig in. Today, there weren't any kids in particular whose reaction was standing out. When I talked with her about Connie, Emma's pulse remained within normal levels as well. Damn, she is even checking the pulse. That lie detection perception. I mean, I'm surprised that Emma has the prowess to kind of stifle that, though. Never mind. Time will tell. We're short on time. We don't even have 2 months. What the fuck am I thinking right now? I took a look around the house briefly last night. If there's rope anywhere, then it must be in this room. We have to fool Mama and break out of here before she finds out about our plan, and then survive with everyone. Silently, the prison break survival story begins. I won't let a single one escape. Yo! That's real, dude. That's fucking hype. But wait. Hold on. Was this the construction from the jump? She was always positioned as caretaker, or was she originally part of the orphanage and ascended to this position somehow, with the stipulation that if she continues to guide and shepherd them to their deaths, she'll one day get her freedom? Bro, this just got so much more hype, dude. That's twisted, man. That's absolutely twisted. And I was I was firmly under the speculation, as was Norman, who still believes it, that she is a demon, and that they were able to mask their presence, which made it more volatile. But if they can't alter and don a human form, then with Mom being confirmed human, that kind of changes my thought process on the world at large. Yo, this is fucking hype. Let's go. Let's fucking go. That's how you construct a fucking game like this. That's how you do it. Oh man. All right, we're gonna get into chapter 4. Now we should be able to at least get through, I want to say, 2 or 3 more chapters. I'll be right back though. We should be able to, with them being less pages now. Bro, I'm so happy I didn't have to wait like 2 more weeks for this. I'm really, really happy I didn't have to wait 2 more weeks for this. Now at this point, like if it had happened at this point, I really don't know how I would get through it, to be honest with you. Love twisted and realistic villains like Mama. I mean, I love that setup. Bro, I swear to God, man, who dislikes a stream? Like, who dislikes a scheduled event but somebody who's subscribed to the channel? You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. My people, assist me and like this Kobayashi video, because the scumbaggery in our personal community, the community at large is already fucked, but in our personal community, the shade and the nonsense just continues to thrive even to this day. And of course, it doesn't affect me anymore like it used to. I absolutely don't give a fuck. But it just also reaffirms the fact that I need your guys' support if you actually do enjoy the content. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get into chapter 4. see what the storage room holds. You can't just get a rope by itself and have it work. You need some sort of hook. You need some sort of grapple hook. Thank you for the amazing comments. We bring you chapter 4 of the shocking fantasy Prison Break series. I like the fact that that's how they're constructing it overarchingly. No, I don't give a fuck. That's the thing. I stopped giving a fuck like months ago. I remember like a couple months back it used to really bother me. Now I absolutely don't care at all. But I still have to call it out every now and again, because even if you don't care, which doesn't give them the satisfaction they're looking for, but at the same time it still persists. So basically all I'm saying with it is that to compensate for that nonsense, which realistically doesn't matter, I just need you guys to be even more supportive if you can. That's all I can really ask from you guys. I mean, you guys do enough as it is. I love all of you, regardless. The mama has the key that unlocks this door. Even she rarely enters this room. To us, this room is one filled with mysteries. If there's rope to be found anywhere in this house, then it has to be in here. That's the other problem. People are under this perception that liking and disliking doesn't do anything, but it does. Just that's all you need to know. That's all you really need to know. I don't need to get into more detail than that. Look at Ray posted up like a young lord. Under a tree with sunshine pouring through its leaves sits a boy yet to realize the truth. Chapter 4 titled Optimal. I give him more credit than that. I'm not gonna lie to you. We won't find any ropes. Yeah, since you know people typically don't need ropes to live a normal life. He's right, but if it's that, we should be able to find it right here in the house. Found it. A tablecloth. That's a dope way to conceal too. Good hiding spot. See, that's one thing they do have to their advantage with the amount of tag that they've been playing in the forest. Know it pretty much like the back of their hand, I think, more readily. I mean, that's the thing though. If Mama really has been here for all that time, if she was raised and was offered this position, with the silver lining of escape of survival and potential freedom, then there's no way that they're going to be able to subvert her. And I wonder if she was in their position at one time. She could go either way. The construction could just be that she is brought in as an adult, but I like the idea of her having been raised there as well. With this, we can climb over that wall. Okay, the hard part comes now. Yeah, the transmitters and finding a way to get everyone out of here. That's the bigger problem too. I think being able to kind of escort, especially the young ones, out is an insurmountable problem. That's not going to work out. Like they're going to be casualties. Fuck the transmitters. That's its own problem. Don't you think it's about time we tell Ray? At first, I was thinking the same thing. Knowing him, he wouldn't panic. He's smart and also knows a lot about machinery. I'm sure he'll be able to help us out. I want to know your reasoning for not telling him then, Norman. Calm and precise. Ray always thinks ahead and finds the most optimal solutions to things. His help is absolutely needed if you want everyone to survive. Still, I'll talk to Ray. You should head back for the time being. Why? You can tell me right now. Dude, it's not as if the man hasn't suspected you two for this entire time. 100% believe that. Ray, sorry, I followed you guys all the way here. I've been itching all over with curiosity. I'm fed up at this point. So I thought it was about time to just straight up ask. What happened at the Yo, Ray is a lord, bro. Look at Norman's face in this panel. Dude, I love that shit. Oh man, dude, deciding between Ray and Norman, like I said, chapter 1 is gonna be difficult for me. It's definitely gonna be difficult for me. He's a fucking lord. I knew he was curious this whole time, especially when he came in there with the dinner ship. He's clearly trying to help out in that situation. He's too keen not to have known. It's clear as day to see that something was up from your expressions that night. To top it off, you both came back empty-handed, even though you said you didn't make it in time. You're as sharp as ever. You ain't gonna tell me nothing happened. Spit it out. Yo, I like this side of him, too. A little bit more rough around the edges, more crass than I initially expect him to be. I always expect him to be composed. But if he can be that expressive in his dynamic with them, I think I'm gonna fall in love with this character more than I initially even thought. He really notices the tiniest things. Could you help us out? Sure. Okay, we'll talk. All of us have to escape from this place. Damn. Should have found a more discreet way. It's a farm. Mama is an enemy. Aren't we kind of screwed? That's why the windows are all lattice. Yo, this man, too real. He got all of that way too fast. Hold on, why aren't you doubting us in the slightest bit? You're not gonna even you're not gonna make fun of us? Why would I? Norma would never make up a stupid lie like that. But you, on the other hand, oh my god. The parallel, the juxtaposition between Norman and Ray, like both of these faces. Emma in this panel too, absolutely amazing. He has no faith in me at all. Honestly, neither. I don't have much either at this point. Although you've been coming through, Emma, so I can't fault you. Really can't. So regarding the escape plan, there's a couple problems. The biggest one being the number of people. Exactly. The group is simply too large. It's impossible to escape with everyone. At most, we can manage to get away with. Hold up there. We want to escape with everyone. You need to help us do it, Ray. Being practical, it's not possible. You're kidding, right? There's 37 kids total. It would be different too if you were all around the same age and the same physicality. The young ones just can't make this escape, man. To top it off, most of them are below the age of 6. Exactly. Mama, the demons, transmitters. You already got a plate full of troubles. So why do you want to make things even harder for us? It's not like I don't understand. Still, there is no other way. Emma, you haven't realized, have you? Huh? Ray, wait. I see. So that's why you wanted to talk to me separate. Yo, even Norman was. You see, that's the thing. I knew my boy. Emma just can't handle the reality of the situation, bro. God damn. So that's why you wanted to talk to me separately. You shouldn't hide this from Emma. Well, I suppose it was more like you just couldn't break it to her. Either way, you're being way too nice. You're much better off with just being straightforward with people like her. You see, we can't just escape this place. We don't know what the outside world looks like right now. Still, we know that those demons want our bodies because there's some sort of demand out there. Exactly, which means that that it's a bigger market than just this one enclosed scenario, and the world at large is probably run by them to begin with. The fact that this farm exists proves that much. But that's how she struck me from the beginning, though, Dappy. Like she obviously, I mean, but that's the same reason why she has the most potential for growth. That's the only thing that I like about it. Plus, I think the plot armor favors her more than anybody else. Outside of this place awaits a nation of demons. Exactly, bro. Ray and Norman are the truth. I respect them wholeheartedly. Been echoing my thought process since this whole read-through began. Worst case scenario, there'll be no safe place for us humans to live. Do you think it's impossible to take them all with us? It's just not possible. We've got to run away if we want to survive. If we attempt to take all of them with us, it's clear as day that none of us will make it. I get it. We've got to leave them behind. That's cold, bro, but it's necessary. I feel you. That's the most optimal solution we need to shoot for. No way. It might be impossible, but I still want to take everyone with us, dude. And all I can say, as naive as she is, her heart is so pure. Let's just figure out a way to do it. Say what? I don't want all of us to die. Still, leaving those kids behind isn't a plausible option in my eyes. I want this to end with just Connie. I can't bear to think of letting anyone else end up like that. Good woman, man. If there's no place for us humans to survive, then let's just make one ourselves. And that's the thing too, that fight, that outlook is going to be necessary for them to survive in the long term. You're going to need all three of them. That's what she brings to the table. Norman's practicality and productive ability, same with Ray, is absolutely necessary. But this as well, none of them would ever continue to seek this conclusion without her. Let's be as again, as ridiculous as it sounds, but I'm sure her eyes will be opened a little bit as things progress. Let's be the ones to change the world, this world. That statement. For a moment, I forgot I was reading a shonen. Honestly, that's how twisted things have been up to this point. Ray thinks, thanks to you, I've realized that this is just the kind of jailbreak we have to orchestrate, and that's that. That's that. Are you kidding me? She's crazy. That's just nothing but wishful thinking. I won't back down. I won't cry anymore. I've already decided. So Ray, you're going to be the one to back down instead. Quit complaining and just cooperate with us. Yo, Norman, come with me for a sec. Do something about that idiot. She's just plain hopeless. You said it, but I'm really glad that she seems to be in high spirits. Norman, my boy. That's not the point here. I'm telling you to stop her from thinking those dangerous thoughts. You'll both die. Norman, this is you we're talking about. You understood from the outset, didn't you? I saw Emma cry. Emma rarely ever cries. At first, I thought that maybe she was just crying because she was scared. After all, I was terrified myself. But I was wrong. Personally, I was scared of dying. But Emma was crying because she was scared that our family would die. Too real. That selflessness, dude. Too real. Pretty impressive, Even after seeing something like that, she still thought about her family before herself. Even so, that doesn't mean she's right. You'll have the devil to pay if we listen to her. To be completely honest, we can probably manage 3. If it's just the 3 of us, we'll be able to escape. You shouldn't deny your rationality. Don't let your emotions get the best of you, Norman. Ray, the thing is, even if I do have the devil to pay, I don't mind. What are you saying? Norman, you're different. Usually you're so calm and rational. You always choose the most logical solutions. That's right. More than anyone, more than me. You're always the one that's the most. And yet why? Dude, no. This is bad though. This is bad though. Norman, my boy. I should have seen that coming. I should have seen that coming for the maturity of his age. But this is bad. This is definitely bad. Because I love her. Bro, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be able to handle it if Norman goes out early. I'm not gonna be able to handle it. Or if he breaks. But at this point, if the death flags are hinged in his love for Emma, at least at that point, the biggest breaking point for him would be anything happening to her rather than him encountering an inescapable situation. And now I can see himself. See, there's no craven ending for Norman now, which is perfect, but it's still fucked up. I need these death flags so early, man. We're on chapter motherfucking 4. I wanted to do the things that'll make Emma happy because I love her. Have you lost your mind? So you're saying that you wouldn't mind if Emma dies from doing what she wants. I won't let her die. If it's for her sake, I'll use myself to do anything. And yo, Norman is too my son, man. My fucking son. Too fucking real. Well, to make things easier, it just so happens that I've never failed at accomplishing something I've wanted to do. This stubborn son of a... Heck, if there'll be the devil to pay, why don't we just use the devil for our own good too? Yo, that line is savage. I'm sure there's a way for even the devil to come in handy once in a while. You're being ridiculous. Maybe, yo, Ray, man, I feel where you're coming from, but these lines are too, like, I see an endless capacity in Norman right now. See, it's one thing to be driven for yourself and be that practical, but if it's rooted in love, it's done, man. He really will. This is one of my favorite panels that I've read, aside from like the mama panels. This Norman panel is too fucking real. Maybe you're right. So what are you going to do about it? Both Emma and I have gone completely nuts. Do you plan on leaving us alone in a state like this? Bro, and he's coaxing him too. Well, shit. What is he even? Yo, Ray is that boy though. Ray is the truth. This dynamic is amazing. I don't know what I've been doing in my life that I haven't been reading this. It's not right. Just how the hell do you expect me to do that? Run. This watch is on some dragon radar capabilities, straight up. Here, take a look at this. Mechanical Engineering: The History of Humans. Not the title or the content, but the date of publication. 2015. That's the most recently published book I could find back at the house. In other words, if you think about it in simple terms, up until 2015, the world was a place where it was even possible for something like this to get published. 30 years ago, what exactly happened in the course of 30 years? If the demons are some sort of human mutation, that's even more fucked up then. I was counting on a vague supernatural element, but it does seem more scientifically based. That's probably going to be the end game. Can't really dismiss the minute Shingeki comparisons with that, but then again, I've said too much already. I did mention the worst case scenario before, but at most, only 30 years have passed. There actually is a possibility that a society of humans still exists out there. No, it's certainty. The question is that they're most likely the minority is the problem. Still, we can't act rashly. We have to collect intel. Intel on the outside world, our enemies, a way to get out of here, and a way to survive beyond that. A ray of hope comes into view. If we're doing this, we're going to succeed at any costs. All right. All right. I think chapter 5 is going to be the last one that we read in this one, because I only got 15 minutes. So we're going to dive straight into it, and then we're going to end this stream. So our map was published in 2010. Next time I'm gonna try and do at least like 7 chapters. So there'll probably only be 2 more of these. If I'm actually no, probably still 3 more of them. Yeah, I'd say 3 more. Now that I think of it, we don't even know a thing about where in the world we are right now. The outside world, full of the unknown. Since the sun rises towards the south from our point of view, we must be located somewhere in the northern hemisphere. We also have 4 seasons, so it should be safe to assume that we're somewhere within the temperate zone. Yeah, I actually like that assumption as well. I think it's a stretch to say they're on another planet, but I'm not going to discount it. I think it's too volatile of a construction to really have that and then have anything really. I mean, it would be a disgusting twist upon revelation, because that just in and of itself, the attempt that any of them want to make, because there's no way to gather that deep amount of knowledge. But we'll see what happens. But in the end, that's all we can. I actually doubt that very much. I just think it's either some sort of mutation or it's some deliberate thing that's proliferated to this point within the 30 years time that's led to the state of the world. But in the end, that's all we can come up with. The outside world is full of those demons. I want power. Bro, is that Emma? Enough power to create this, dude. Yo, Emma's gonna be fucking real late game in this series. Enough power to keep everyone safe. Checking for cameras. Aliens is a better conclusion. Aliens is a better conclusion. And yeah, I do agree with that as far as cyberpunk elements being imbued into it. I could easily see that rather readily. But I think I actually think that I would put that over aliens too. Those are the ways I'd rank those theories. All are possibilities. But checking for cameras, checking what's beyond the fence, and getting our hands. See, the thing is, for them for it to be aliens are more advanced than even that. And then why would they culture them? I don't know. I'll think about it later. I don't have time for this right now. Checking what's beyond the fence and getting our hands on those ropes. I think things have been moving along quite smoothly for us so far. So what's next? Ray, Norman, Emma, Mama. Why are Gilda and Don here too? What is it, Mama? Could I ask you all to help me with some chores? Their silent battle continues on. She got us. It's been 3 days since that night. This is bad. Doesn't this mean that she's suspecting us? Calm down. Think about it from the enemy's standpoint. The enemy's standpoint. None of the kids seem to be visibly shaken. If that's the case, it isn't strange for us eldest kids to be suspected first. This is nothing to be scared of. Of course, exactly, dude. Exactly. Ray's perception offers that different lens. I think Norman's already thought it, but he wouldn't say that overtly. We can't let our guards down, and we have to stay in higher level alert than ever before. But don't worry, our enemy has no idea about who we are at this point. There's no need to panic. That's basically what Mama is trying to make us do. These two are really amazing. How can they stay so calm at all times? Let's go. They've always been like this since the day I met them. Oh, I see. This is what they call strategy. Observation, analysis. You finally going back to that construction thematically that I saw in chapter 1. This is what I like to see, man. Predicting the enemy's next move. These were all useful strategies. I want to be just like them. I want to catch up to them. That hunger to grow is gonna get you far, though, Emma. Dude, I can't wait for Emma's character development. It's gonna be so fucking amazing to witness. There's no other option. If I want to save everybody from this place, still, what a pain in the ass. It's already day 3, but all we've been doing is organizing the food supply. Here's 24 clean. Here's 24 clean sheets. Checking every extra sheet in the house for damages and cleaning up some of the unused rooms. So now she's robbing us of our only free time during the day by making us do all these random useless chores. It's a bold. I mean, I can't fault her for that move because there's nothing you can do to subvert it. Dude, Mama is real. She's got quite a bit on the line herself. Is she indirectly trying to make us panic by giving us no time to even think? Either way, I still can't shake the feeling that something is off. Anyway, thank God we decided to. Ultimately, I see Mama losing and getting devoured herself, which is gonna be fucked up. But anyway, thank God we decided to take that extra tablecloth. If we had taken a bunch of extra shirts or sheets instead, we would have been completely exposed by now. Here's 24 clean sheets, which she probably calculated, and is another one of the reasons beneath the surface for them to do it like this. I want to play. Guys, why us? Why only us? Sorry. What are we even getting punished for? We haven't done a single thing to deserve this. Don, come here and help me for a second. Come on, hurry up. In the end, we still need to figure out a way to get rid of that. We'll never get out of here if we don't on time. The transmitter. But how? As soon as we realized that we were being tracked, we all searched all over our bodies, but none of us could find a single scar that seemed to indicate that tracker was planted inside. It's true that we even checked our clothes and shoes. I mean, you had the numbers tattooed on you. If I'm assuming the world is this technologically advanced and the microcosm that you guys live in is stripped of that technology, then it would be easy enough for them to implant that within the ink of the tattoo. So I'm not even concerned. There's no reason for them to insert anything directly into the body. They could have probably injected it too. So I've been thinking, if these transmitters are truly man-made, it's highly likely that they're the type that emits electromagnetic waves. But from the source we have right now, I found that electronics that can do these kinds of things contain a battery that needs to be charged or replaced often. I did a bit of math in the other night, dude, my boy, but creating a tracker small enough to slip into the human body without leaving so much as a scratch that lasts over 10 years was an impossible task with the technology the world had back in 2015. Exactly. But the point is now is a different time, my boy. So what are you getting at? In other words, it'll be insanely difficult to find and destroy the trackers planted inside of us with the limited information we have right now. Hell, if the trackers are something made by those demons themselves, we're at a complete loss. Exactly. You're right. In fact, there's actually a higher probability that the trackers were indeed made by the demons. Who else would have constructed them? Like, well, unless there's a faction that's dealing with them on the outside as well. There has to be a top brass. As well as resistance, I would think, depending on the construction of the world, how dystopian it is. especially if they're going to imbue cyberpunk elements into the series. Aren't we super screwed? Yep, we totally are, my boy. It's hopeless. Dude, I love these Emma reactions. If only you had an x-ray machine or something. Hey, well, we don't know much, but we can still brainstorm. If we think hard enough, there must be a way. As long as we find a way to do something about these transmitters. At most, all we'll have left to do is to outsmart Mama alone, though that's still quite a preposterous thing to attempt, and get us all out of here. Think, our enemies aren't idiots. From their perspective, where would be the most logical place to plant a transmitter in our bodies? Where? What would it even... We have too little information to work with, dude. Even Norman's at a loss, man. Agreed. But we still have to find a way to, no matter what. There's got to be a way to find and destroy these trackers. Perhaps Mama seems so relaxed because she knows that we'd run against these kind of walls. Look at her. Doesn't it bother you? Every minute is precious. She may be indirectly threatening us in all kinds of ways, but Mama should also know the value of every second. I'm not sure how to put this, but everything she's done so far is really vague. You mean it feels like she's not even trying to find us? Exactly. The trackers can't identify who each of us are. We may be suspected as individuals, but there's no way to prove that those suspicions are true. In that case, Mama should be fretting to find out who we are as soon as possible. So why doesn't it seem like she is? What in the world is on her mind? Let's scoop this up. Not even ready yet. Mama, our mother, our teacher. All right, children. You're free to work together. Discuss amongst yourselves if you'd like to cut. Dude, I swear to God, if I'm getting sick, I'm going to be so pissed. Discuss amongst yourselves if you'd like to come at me with all you've got. The one who taught us and raised us. Something just doesn't feel right. I hope I'm just overthinking things. No, you're definitely not. Use your mama. Mama is more. He quit slacking off. You're the oldest kid here. It looks like you haven't done a thing since we left. Sorry. Let's hurry up and get this all over with. Are we going to have to do this again tomorrow? Hey, Mama, when will Emma and the others be done with their chores? I want to hurry up and play with Emma. I want to play with Norman. Dude, Norman's got young admirers. Don't worry. Today's their last day of helping me around. Huh? She got us. Yo. This is that bitch that I've seen so much about. I mean, granted, I haven't been spoiled by anything, but by far, to every single person in this series, I've seen the most images of this bitch. Let me introduce them. This is Carol, one of our new siblings. The person next to me is Sister Crone. What a fucking twisted name, dude. What a fucking... dude, you can argue yourself. The shade spills off of her in the most toxic of ways. She's here to help me out with chores around the house. An adult, a second adult. See, I knew so you were just biding her time until she get that assistance. And her sole purpose is probably to smoke them out too. Isn't it also a bit too early for the new baby to come? We've taken note of the tracker she showed us. We made sure to act normally so that she wouldn't find us out. In fact, we were so focused on those two things that we never even thought that the number of adults might increase. Could I ask you all to help me with some chores? The threatening, the chores, all of it was mere stalling and preparation for this. We haven't been found out. We didn't react when she selected a few of us to do chores during free time. Norman and Ray both immediately saw through her plan to see how we'd react. And yet, could it be that Mom presumed even that would happen? She'd been saying she's in it for the long game. And decided to distract us for the time being, only to drive us into a corner later. Checkmate. How? It's like you knew all of our plans from the start. Of course I knew. I'm your mother. Yo! That's fucking twisted. I'm your mother after all. Sister Crone. Yes. Despair arrives. I will be living here with all of you starting today. Nice to meet you all, dude. What is with this demon lurking behind her? Is she actually one of them? Because now having to contend with with the ability to kind of don a human visage again makes it a much more volatile situation. Hyped to meet this twisted sister crone though that I've seen so much about at this point. We'll see what she's really about during the next stream once we get into chapter 6. So anyway, thank you guys for coming through. I wish we could have done more chapters now, but I wanted to kick off the read-throughs and not, waste any more time. And now I feel fully like I can't wait too much longer until the next one. I don't think we'll do it today. I don't think we're going to be able to do the next one until Friday, but I will keep you guys posted. Just keep an eye out, subscribe if you want to see more, smash that like button if you enjoyed and you want the next read through. And yeah, or follow me on Twitter if you want to see when it's going to be happening, but I'm going to assume that it's going to be Friday, probably like Friday afternoon or something like that. But anyway, thank you guys for coming through. I'm about to start this Kobayashi-san stream, so if you want to come through to that, come join me. I already posted the link earlier, but here it is again. If you want to come through, please do. If not, I'd really appreciate it if you guys went over there and just dropped a quick like and left, even if you don't watch the series. And with that said, I'll see you guys. Oh yeah, Konosuba Drunken stream later. The hype is real. I'm out. Peace.